said, it's a very, very slow burn. Now XL try to turn the fight. They are just waiting for this Mundo to keep going in. They do catch on to the Alistair, but he's so tanky. Three-man knock-up, and that is the last breath for the side of XL as Enclave are ripping through them.
There's nothing that they can do, and there goes the Nexus. Enclave have taken out XL.
The second tournament finals were the traditional XL finals. Great for spectators, bad for management. I think we underestimated Enclave a little bit. We didn't know how strong they actually were.
Even in that second tournament, I think we were the better team, at least coming into the tournament. But during that series, I don't know what happened, but we played so much different compared to like the games we played before in that tournament, and also in scrims. We kinda got pretty wrecked in the first two games.
I remember like the team atmosphere was kinda like negative. A lot of people were tilted because we kinda weren't doing our thing in the games, and we were just losing slowly. So the third game we just decided to go for something different. We brought out the Yasuo Alistar bot lane, which is something we practiced a lot in scrims. We just went super ham on the bot lane. We managed to win that game, even though it should have been a lot cleaner. And from then, like, we kind of regained our momentum, like the mentality of the team changed totally.
Well, this has been a highlight final here at the Forge of Champions, and we are coming to the actual concluding game. Will it be XL or will it be Enclave?
This game, it's on a knife's edge. It's been literally 500 gold one way, 500 gold the other. 500 gold one way, 500 gold the other. It has been so damn close. They're going to look for the fight right now. Hado just get the stand behind me, and the Rachel Fisher. Chain of Corruption does land, does get a lot of damage down. Ooh. Not quite able, but here comes the Camille, and goodbye to the Camille. His hero's entrance, not able to do much there. They just go onto the Bendy Varus and get so much damage down onto him. Now Hado's in a lot of trouble. He's no flash, he's nowhere to go, and he's going to get taken down. Potentially, yes! Oh, they're actually looking for potentially a little bit of a base race. All 5 members are here. Monkus jumps in, does have the Hextech ultimatum. The explosive cast is good though to keep everybody away, and Monkus has taken so much damage. He now has to go golden. The bot lane tier 2 does go down, but this actually might be a really good call from the side of Enclave. It's not though, because Varus has gone down. Zendu can just stay here. He can keep them away.
XL are tearing through the Nexus turrets of Enclave.
And they stopped the Galio. That is the huge person. There's nothing left. Nexus tips, and they've only got Hado and Rifty. Rifty hasn't even got time to get his health back up. They have done it! XL complete the reverse sweep in probably the most XL style. Oh my god!
I mean, the system is definitely better.
You didn't film the last FOC though. That was bad.
Yeah.
You should have really filmed it.
Should have told them what happened.
There was some crazy scenes. When we were down 2-0, everyone was basically crying. But we kept it together and we came back. And when we won the last game, it was intense. Intense scenes from the Owen by HP house.
Why is this so fucked?
That's you. You're not very nice for me.
Something for me, I feel like a running theme this last weekend, especially after those finals, was sort of frustration, really. How have you found the best ways in which that sort of frustration has been dealt with?
I don't know, so frustration, everyone deals with frustration in different ways. I feel like that's like kind of obvious, because like a lot of, like everyone in the team kind of deals with losses and like hard times differently. Some people like tilt and lash out, some people shut down, some people just like stay quiet and just watch into the distance. For me personally, I've always been like a more emotional guy. I really hate losing, like hate losing so much, but lately I've kind of been like doing better, I think, with dealing with it. Like if you lose, like yeah, everyone's gonna lose eventually, so you can't just go mental boom every time you lose a series or a game. So I've been working a lot on that.
With regards to frustrations in the house generally, we put in place particular sessions, whether that's one-on-ones with either myself or John for the players, or we sit down after a period of kind of thinking about what we're going to say and how we're going to say it, and we discuss our points and we get them out there without people interrupting, and you just get your point across, whether it's right or wrong. At least you've been able to have your say and what you truly feel then, and I feel that helps the players a lot, kind of vent and get out what they're holding in that's making them frustrated.
No, I think like I'm kind of misunderstanding the point of our style, I think, or like what to expect from it, because it just feels like we're laning 2v2. Like sometimes we get like vision or something, and we're still doing the same thing with roaming, and like laning and roaming feels the exact same as what we were doing before. But I think just this time we're not winning top because we're not playing around it. I don't know. Are we just not playing it well, or am I misunderstanding what should be happening?
It's a very pressured environment in the house. So to help people deal with frustrations and any problems that come up, we make sure that there's a time once a week to do one-on-ones with me. So Josh takes the players and does a gameplay related one-on-one, looking at the micro, looking at a game focused purely from their perspective. And I have a time where they can basically say whatever they want and we can get all the problems out. And we try and basically find each individual's player's biggest weakness. My
one-to-ones with John are kind of more focused on like player development, like mentality, attitude, stuff like that. I think they've been super useful for me so far, because I've been like in the past I've had like periods of having a really bad attitude, like tilting too easily, shutting down communication when I'm tilted, stuff like that. And I think the one-to-ones were like a good step forward to me, like improving my attitude. I think my attitude has gotten a lot better since joining XL and since starting to do like one-to-one and mentality stuff. So yeah.
Haven't fixed that bug, have they, don't you mean?
Game day. Wind and rain later today, semi-finals.
6 o'clock? 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
It should be quite good. We've not actually played wind and rain yet, so
we didn't see them last tournament at all because they were disqualified, so we don't actually have as much information as we should have, technically.
Yeah.
Or as we would versus other teams.
I mean, we played against a lot of the players before in previous teams, like Overwatch, stuff like that. But looking forward to it. I think it should be good.
Hoping for a 2-0.
Hoping for a 2-0.
We don't want to make it.
Don't put that in if it's not 2-0.
We don't want to make it. Drawn out.
Yeah.
It's finals tomorrow.
We never try and make things drawn out.
We apparently made the Enclave final 2 weeks ago pretty drawn out.
Yeah. The Wind and Rain series was basically a perfect series from us in terms of from a coaching perspective. So yes, we made mistakes. Yes, they could have been a lot cleaner, but we were still very clean. And that's one of those situations where the things we've been putting in place in practice worked better then than they did in practice. So everyone fulfilled their role within comms, everyone knew what we were doing, what our next macro objective was, knew where we were playing for, knew how they were contributing to that, which is absolutely perfect. And that's the sort of situation where you kind of think, if we could somehow make practice this tense, people are taking it this seriously, or at least 90% this seriously, that would be really, really beneficial.
It just ends up giving over this free turret as Taxer. No, he doesn't want a turret.
Holy moly,
Oh,
they want kills. The flash hook cross, man. You're not going anywhere, pal. Rippy will pick up the kill. Turret falls, the second one immediately going to be taken down here if XL have their way. Huge shockwave, and that's Akasuni gone as well. They're looking for everyone here. This massacre of game one is going to come to an end. You have to look at what XL brought to the table and go, wow, these guys here, they were not messing around. Wind and Rain now have to fall back to their base whilst the rest of XL chase on dearly. And it looks like XL are going to be very happy just playing on all fronts here. Pike will finally execute. But it doesn't even matter because these inhibitors are down. The minion wave's being pushed in, and XL looking to finish the dirty deed. And that's going to be XL with a very clean 2-0 here in this series.
Yeah, the 2-0 versus Wind and Rain was pretty comfortable. I think it was good prep. We knew exactly what they were going to pick. In game 2, we weren't so sure. but we felt that we had an idea prepared for the instance that they take the Aatrox. They did take the Aatrox, we took the Fiora, and then their competition dealt very poorly with that. It didn't set up to win. We executed the 4-1 much better than we have done in scrims, so that was something that was kind of like a proud moment for me, because we'd actually in scrims we hadn't really looked like we've been learning that very well, and then we took it into the game. We'd actually shown kind of, on the contrary to what I was talking about with frustration, we were actually on the opposite of that, and we were performing really, really well on something that we hadn't looked so good on in scrims. So yeah, definitely took that forward.
It's going to be incredibly sad if we win every tournament, but not the first one. Nah. I mean, it's not going to be... sad's the wrong word.
We then get to EU Masters confirmed at Barcelona.
It could have been like... we could have kind of clean swept it. But instead...
we entered to learn how to not int, and now we're not inting. Yet. Yeah,
Aaron tweeted last night, like 2:30 in the morning, I can't sleep because I'm so scared of the reverse sweep.
And before the M&M game,
what, Aaron?
Aaron.
Oh,
before,
in their mid laner.
Before the M&M game, he was like, I want this to be 2-0 or 0-2, just no reverse.
Yeah, I mean, a 5-game series is okay. I don't really want to int the first 2 games and then go, oh, we have to reverse sweep them again. But
well, no,
we not have to reverse.
No, the next game, the next game we do Zoe, Galio, Yasuo, but I think we do Zoe, Galio, and then Morgana if Morgana's not banned.
So drafting it, because that's what I was doing, to make it look like I'm working.
But I mean, when does this one? You know?
Well, yeah, but I want it to look like I'm working because I am working. Game day. Let's play it again.
Final.
Yeah, they look really good to this tournament, like they did last tournament as well. They're really hard to read, which makes it a lot of fun. So they're not predictable in their drafts.
Definitely the hardest team in UK to read.
Yeah. Spent the last God knows how long just trying to guess what they pick if we start how we want to start.
I think
we need to watch out if they're playing Caitlyn Moore, they're going to push into tower and tap tower.
If Morgana's banned, can we first pick Alistar?
And it's a 5-game series, right? Last time we just adapted significantly better throughout the games than they did, and we came out with the advantage.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Forge of Champions. We are at the final of our 3rd scoring tournament. Today we see a rematch of XL versus Enclave.
Get the win. Oh, they're straight in, looking for Venza, but he doesn't quite get locked up. Quick step in the middle of the fight, doesn't want to be there. Flashes to safety, but Aaron's looking for the knockback. Finds Venza, finds Taxev, loses his life. Maybe Enclave have bit off more than they can chew, as Venza finds a snipe from afar. Rift in the middle of a fight against 5, loses his life. It's another for Venza, and it all comes tumbling down for Enclave. Tidal Wave gonna come through, looking to try and split the team of XL. Monkus looking for the steal over the wall. Let's see if he can find it. Goes on in, 1400 health. The spike comes through, and that's gonna be Gregor stealing it for Enclave. Rift TPing in as well. Enclave want the fight, but they're not going to get it just yet, as Quickstep decides to re-engage.
They just need to run.
Is he in trouble? No, he's not, because Rift finds 1, finds 2. That's a dunk. This is it. Enclave looking to finish the job. The Nexus not to take too many hits more. You feel that's going to be Bendy finishing the job, and that's going to be Enclave taking game 1. Monkus almost goes down to Rippy. Venza taking damage on the backline. Bendy, oh, Quickstep has got on top of him. Can he survive is the question. Yes, he can for now. That's going to be Quickstep dead. Sendo as well. Oh, Grift, he's found the backline. This is a double kill for the Camille. They're all dead. It's an ace for Enclave. Can you believe it? 2 games in a row, XL go up, but the Enclave roster hold on firm. Monkus backstops the engage coming on through, and Bendy is very low due to this Alistar. The dive in from Venza, 2 kills for XL, but here comes Aaron on the back line looking to try and turn it around. 1 kill goes his way as he finds Kai'Sa, as Renekton picks up the Alistar as well. Sendo dunks on top of 1, looking for more, but he cannot find it. They're looking for Sendo here. Maybe they just go with Quickstep instead. Here comes the teleport from Rift into the mid lane. Sendo trying to tank it all up. Here comes Rippy as Azir. Venza dives onto the back line, has to use his Zhonya's, but the rest of Enclave are losing their lives as we speak. A double already.
Godlike, this Kai'Sa finishes out the game, and XL have started their journey. They take this game and are working back towards the reverse sweep.
I think we got a bit too carried away and took it for granted it was going to be the same as last weekend, because the start of both of the series were very similar with the strategy they used to beat us. Just that we were like, it was a bit of a throw, we can say, in the two first games. And when we won the third game in this tournament, we were really sure like this is gonna be a reverse sweep again. Like now we have figured them out finally.
Enclave are still so far in the driver's seat that Excel can't even see them on the road right now. They're gone over the horizon and it's just clear sails for the side of Enclave.
Hado gets pushed back. It's going to be the route though going on. Oh, this is huge coming through. Can they follow up is the question. Hado trying to get onto Sendo here. There's the engage on the backline and Rippy gets ripped apart. It's going to be Sendo in the midst of it all. Venza's dead as well. Looking for more. Sendo will lose his life to Eren. A 4-for-1 and they're already pulling into the bases. It's looking very cleanly like it will be an Enclave win. And if they do knock down this Nexus tower and they do knock down this Nexus, then Enclave have found retribution in the Forge of Champions. After a heartbreak in the scoring tournament 2, they take the third 3-1 over Excel.
After the third game, when we were 2-1 down, I thought we would win the series. I felt like we had some momentum and we were ready to reverse sweep as we always do, but it didn't go like planned, unfortunately.
If I didn't believe in the reverse sweep after being 2-0 down, or even being 2-1 down, I don't think there's any way that the players should ever have to believe or could believe if I didn't. So obviously there's that inkling that tells you, oh, I think we're actually really struggling here and we're going to lose 3-0 or 3-1 or whatever. But you have to display a way of still winning right up until you actually lose, or it just tells the players that there is no way of winning and that they give up themselves too. So we always have to put that attitude forward that whatever the situation you're in, whether you could be 20k down in the final game and you're already 2-0 down, there's still something you can do more to still try and win the game. Okay, we're going to carry on as normal. We were going to do a meeting after the games. We're just going to do a quick meeting. Just a recap over the week. It'll take 10 minutes-ish. And then we'll talk about what's coming for the next week and how we move forward with that. And that's all. Alright, so we can just come in for 10 minutes and then we'll be done.
We should start doing more focus on micro stuff in VOD review sessions with pairs or even 3 people if you and bot lane. And then also just don't forget how much we've improved this last few days in terms of how productive we are, how much we can learn. I think if we keep doing that, the amount we've learned in the last few days, I think was like twice as productive as it had been in some weeks.
You were the significantly better team in 3 of the 4 games overall. Yes, in the 3 games we were better than them. There was areas where they were better than us, but as an overall collective, I think you were better. And you can look at gold leads, or you can look at first bloods. We've got first bloods in 4 out of 4 games. First towers. You can look at Drake control. You can look at statistics if you want. If you want to realise that that's not me just saying that. Late game decision making, closing the game out, 100% worse in every game. But don't think that they're 3 times as better than us because they beat us 3-1. All right. Well, there's obvious, and that's my point. That's just my pointer on there. So I'll go from Sendo down to Quickstep.